The Mad Gasser of Mattoon was the name given to the person or people believed to be responsible for a series of apparent gas attacks that occurred in Botetourt County, Virginia during the early 1930s and in Mattoon, Illinois during the mid-1940s. The first recorded Mad Gasser incidents occurred in Botetourt County, Virginia, with the bizarre attacks occurring between December 22, 1933 and February 1934. The victims of the nighttime attacks were all in their homes and reported smelling an unusual odor before feeling the effects of the gas. Their symptoms included headaches, nausea, facial swelling, and constriction of the mouth and throat. One female victim's throat became so constricted that she stopped breathing and had to be resuscitated. In many of the cases, it was discovered that the gas was injected into the house through a damaged window or nail holes in the window frames. In one incident, a barricade was constructed outside the front door to prevent easy escape from the gas attack. No definitive descriptions of the attackers was ever made. Some described a lone person, others saw a group of people, others saw a male and female couple. The attackers were never caught. Strangely, a new series of attacks occurred over a decade later and almost 500 miles away in Mattoon, Illinois, starting in late August 1944. The first incidents in Virginia received little coverage outside of the immediate area, so the idea of a copycat seems extremely small. On the night of August 31st, in two separate incidents, the victims smelt a strange odor while sleeping. One person felt nauseated, weak, and began to vomit. The victims all suffered from temporary paralysis of their legs and were unable to leave the bed to investigate the situation. The next night, a tall man dressed in dark clothing, wearing a tight-fitting cap, was described being seen near the window of another attack at a separate location. The suspect escaped when chased by the homeowner. In the following days, there were a half-dozen similar attacks. At one location, a white cloth was found on the front porch near the door. When smelled, a victim became violently ill with facial swelling, burning sensation in her mouth and throat, and vomiting. In addition to the cloth, a skeleton key, described as looking well used, was reportedly found on the sidewalk adjacent to the porch, along with a large, almost empty tube of lipstick. On the same night the cloth was found, a female victim reported seeing a stranger break in through her bedroom window and then attempt to gas her. He escaped before he could be apprehended. The gasser had also been described as carrying a flit gun, an agricultural tool for spraying pesticide, which he purportedly used to expel the gas. As public concern over the gassings quickly rose, the FBI became involved with the local police to investigate the matter. During this period, there was also an increase in physical evidence of attacks, ranging from footprints allegedly being discovered underneath windows to tears being found in window screens. The last credible incident happened on September 13th, when a witness described the gasser as being a woman dressed as a man, with women's footprints found at the scene of a residence. No perpetrator was ever caught, and theories of the incidents have been debated over the decades. Some have suggested it was a paranormal occurrence, while others said it involved a large amount of mass hysteria.